footballing comeback stories. Liverpool against Barca, Trent's corner taken quickly. Man United last minute double against Bayern. And of course, Aguero! Even King Kardashian. I'm sure she got some cum on her back in that video. But we've got a new name to add to that list now. Mansfield Town. Kyun, creating one of the most magical moments in Europa League history, scoring in the 85th and the 90th to send us through to a penalty shootout, which of course we won. And then the late King Julian banger in the final saw us dispatch Barcelona, lift that Europa League trophy, which gives Harley and Mansfield Town test their mettle in Champo. But we're going to have to do it without one of our stars, King Julian, making his way to Inter on a free. God, we could have done without 74 milli though. But don't worry, lads. We locked Prince Ruiz down. He's going nowhere. Now, at the start of Season 6 and our second year in the Premier League, I swear we're weaker than we were last season. But don't you worry, our cheap scouts have been at it once again. Identified that our leaky defence was passed round like a box of celebrations at Christmas. And to remedy that, we offer a 5-year deal to our 80 rated 6'6" Danish international Christensen. He's then followed into the club by former Watford winger, part-time giant killer and full-time nightmare fuel for Premier League defences, Ismail Assar. Now, even though our current crop of talent are getting the job done at the minute, it is starting to turn into a bit of a nursing home. Happens at a nursing home as soon as one of them gets an STD. It spreads through the camp like wildfire. And that's just talking about how it feels when they piss. But just like Leonardo DiCaprio, I want to bring the average age of these shaggers down by a year or 10. Which is why I brought in Kellior-dunn, Brajkovic, Fritas and Angerin. But then as I was scrolling through the comments one day, I saw this little beauty asking me, no, what are they instructing me to sign someone with a little bit of voo valor? Now, I don't really understand what it means, but by looking at the stats on this lad, Eduardo Cardoso, you might just have it, son. A little side chick that Harley's been working his magic on for the last couple of years. Listen, if you ask for stars, whether it's skills or chocolate, Harley's going to deliver. Not that I say this very often. Get that kit on. Oh yeah, Larousse and Kovacic were being a bear of tits as well, so Harley showed him the door. No one is bigger than Mansfield Town. Now, just like your mum rolling downhill, we're bossing straight into Season 6. Now, just before we have a little butchers at the highlights, remember to make sure that you've dropped a like on this video if you're enjoying the series, subscribing round here if you're new, and also commenting down below who I should be signing at the end of the episode. We start this episode off with a little bit of geographical tension as we complete the short journey over to Nottingham to face the tricky trees, in a match that was cagier than a man called Nicholas. But it was the Notts Forest keeper to secure himself man of the match with hands better than your drunk uncle. Where did he touch you, Your Honour? It was there, and most importantly, right there. Next stop was a trip to Merseyside, and a first start for Vuvu. He might have dreads, but he's not the only island boy on the pitch. Today, that status is held by Fabio Silva. Minutes later, it's Pinamonte to Nick Tarkovsky's phone, keys, wallet, and virginity. But speaking of putting balls into holes, Vuvu's defo still got his V card, innit? Bobby then breaks Vagnoman's neck, ankles, and up his marriage. But Jack Grealish has 2 bites of the cherry and finds neither one of them fruitful. But as the minutes wound down, the game opened up, and it's Kovacic to beat Ortega, but also beat the post, but still can't beat them allegations that he's a shark in disguise. But as the minutes whittled away in this one, it was throw everything but the kitchen sink at the Toffees. To be fair, a few of the lads in the crowd probably would have appreciated a sink. Probably haven't had a shower in about 4 years. But with those 2 extremely poor results in the start of this season, as we host the Magpies here at Phil Mill, we need to get our shotgun out. Pinamonte nets his first goal of the season as he tries to fill the big boots of King Julian. But you know what they say about big boots? King Julian had a massive block from Christensen as Harvey Elliott tried to slip through the conservatory. The dirty little chav does get his goal though, beating Ortega at his front post. It's like trying to become Harvey Price's new stepdad. She's just too easy. Speaking of Katie Price, absolute gobble job for Pinamonte's second. But it's Ismail Assar to come on, glide past Pedro Porro. And like a reverse of the Catholic Church, this time it's the young boy slipping it into the Pope's box. Ortega does make amends for his earlier mistake, but it's Prince Ruiz to secure us the big fat W to get the boys moving, momentum rocking. Just in time for the most important game in Harley's Mansfield Town career. It's our first crack at the Champions League. And just like your stepsister, when she comes into your bedroom crying about her boyfriend breaking up with her. Bloody head game on point. And with the Cardoso Travella for good measure, sets up the final fixture in this group stage against a historic team in this competition. Bloody hell, a shootout's a shootout, ain't it?
Waka West.
Now, I tell you what, you couldn't write it, could you? What if you was to write it? You'd definitely put down Kyun as the first goal scorer. But after that, the game turned into something from a Chuckle Brothers episode. It was to me, to you, to me. But as Rafael Leao spins Borges and spanks one into the top banjo, that would see AC Milan progress through to the next round. And with the game paused, step forward an unlikely hero, Brun Larsen. Only brought in due to injuries to Ismail Assar and Pinamonte. And with that wonderful right foot, the Great Dane has sent the Stags to the knockout rounds of the Champions League. Shout out Haas on TikTok for the transfer suggestion. Now halfway through the league season, the Stags a little bit better off than we were last season. But of course, making it through to the knockout round to the Champions League was the biggest success. But just like a deadbeat dad that only sees his kids on a Sunday, probably pissed up from the night before, we've been neglecting the youth. Which is why in the January transfer window we signed Santos and Petrov. Get yourselves out on loan, lads. We'll get some games on next season. Now in the second half of this season, we've got a chance to do something very special. With Pinamonte back and Sarr firing on all cylinders, the Stags will be looking for a late surge into the European spots, and of course, a few big scalps in Champo. First up was the Seagulls. Jack Grealish had a right old piss up the night before, but I swear down, it seems to give him superhuman powers. Now with Brighton going one up, usually that would spell disaster for the Stags, but with a little bit of a tweaking our tacticals just gives our midfielders a little bit more license to go forward. Hopefully getting more goal involvements, but also if he starts going out with Jack Grealish more often, getting him some girl involvements. Bobby then squares the ball to Adams to complete the comeback, and just before half time, Ismail Assar picks the ball up, goes round the houses and slots the ball into the corner of Sherpin's goal. The boy playing with cojones Metroidini jealous, but speaking of cojones, absolutely devilish from Jackie G. I swear to God, that finish is just like Jack Grealish's history of sexual encounters. Mate, it's filthy. Picking up a head of steam just in time because who we've got in our first knockout game of the Champions League. It's the Parisian Pussios PSG. But just like you and your best friend early doors here, we're trading blows until Kyun once again showing his class and quality. Wraps that ball like a nice little bit of sushi and leaves Gianluigi flapping like your missus's camel toe. She goes for a jog. Pure flapping. But before we can say sacre bleu, the Parisians pop two past Ortega. But this time it's Kimmy turning provider. Switching sides quicker than you can say Sam Smith. And it's Adams rising like Jesus on a Sunday at the back stick. But it's Dembele wasting no time in the second half, putting the Parisians back ahead. But for an unbelievable save, they would have been home and dry. Until Pinamonte laced up his boots and drags the Stags back level. But as we enter the last 15, Marcel Ruiz picks the ball up and slaps it harder than your mom with a belt. La Capitana still writing his own pages in the Stags history books. But if you're talking history, you can't go much further than Jackie Grealish. Breaking records like the most chances created by an Englishman in a Champions League campaign. His £100 million move to Man City being a British transfer record. And also the first player to break COVID lockdown rules. They can't all be winners, can they? But I believe you've just seen the goal of the Champo right there. The ball moving like me. 3 AM, Cuba Revolutions. 7 run punches deep. Jesus Christ, he must have celebrated his first goal with a bottle of champers. Pissed up finish. But just like in the first leg, I think it's going to be a sexy Christmas, because PSG giving us a dirty Michael Bublé. Into the second half, it's Christine, Sarr and Vuvu. Testing Donnarumma's resolve, but it's the big Italian pulling off worldies. Jack Grealish would rather worldies pull him off. Minutes later though, Christensen gets them big daddy long legs in a tangle. Mbappe says, who's in charge, me or the devil? Ortega says, I'm in charge. But maybe on second thought, maybe it's Barcola. But as we're balls deep into extra time, it's Kate Dizzle. To lift the ball into Pinamonte, he's just going to cushion it into the path of Koulibaly. The ex-PSG youngster who daggers one into the far post. Plunges said dagger right into the heart of the Parisians. Back into Premier League action then as Jack Grealish at this point. The Keisha's just playing a goal of the season competition on his own. And I tell you what, this boy, he's no stranger to playing with himself. Lassina Traore then pulls Fulham back into this game and almost gets himself to the dentist. But Ortega denies him that brace. But just like your missus on a period in shark-infested waters, we smell blood, and as the boys move forward to Kimmy, he lays it into Sarr, and just like your mom now she's on Atkins, that ball's weighted to perfection. Adams makes no mistake with the finish, and to secure the 3 points, Bobby finds Sarr, who catches it cleaner than Jimmy Savile's search history. Next up then was Sitten, like a fly on ship, we're all over him in the opening exchanges. The magician almost producing another moment of magic. But for Emi Martinez. I tell you what though, Bakayoko had Christine by the balls in this game, but don't worry, big bro's up for a scrap against his old side. Yellow card, don't care. Second crunching tackle just minutes later. But just like his shat in a swimming pool, Adams plays a floater over the top. Inacio loses the ball in the Manchester sunshine. Sarr nips in ahead of him and blasts one past Emi to win the game. Back to Champo League action then, Real Madrid in the quarters. 3-2 down from the first leg. But God, it could have been a lot worse if it weren't for De Katza. This ball gets lifted into Sarr, who produces a lovely cushion header for Grealish. Courtois providing better protection than 2 Johnnies. But it's Cardozo to find a little bit of space in the midfield with time to pick out Bobby. He brings the ball down, flicks it over Gvardiol. Catches it sweeter than a smooch from your grandma. Minutes later though, it's Vinny to restore the lead for the Los Blancos. But can someone explain to me what happens to Koulibaly? Soon as he hears the Champo League music, powers up like Thanos with the Infinity Stones. Comes extremely close with his first, but providing an assist for Jack that would make a unique hard. But it all could have been so much better, as Koulibaly's effort is saved by Courtois. It falls to Adams. This boy must be going through puberty. He's just dropped a bollock. Defense giving me garlic chili noodle vibes. Holes in it like it's Swiss cheese, and Vinny punishes us. We crash out of the Champions League at the quarter-final stage. But you know what? We're coming back for you, baby. We're coming back for you! Last game of these highlights then, up against the lead side with Nunes, McAllister and Pau Torres, but it was made so much easier when Dharma decided he fancied a bath after the game. Oh mate, I tell you what, you got time for a nice long soak. As this cross finds itself at Bobby's feet, he's like an old man playing Jenga, it's falling apart. But the second time's the charm, as Adams delivers a delicious ball. Like it's a deep fried one from the Chinese, and Bobby eats it like a bird off hinge. And in the immortal words of Richard Keys,
you smash it? Mind you, that's a stupid question. If you were anywhere near it, you definitely smashed it. You'd go around there any night,
Bobby,
hang out at the back of it.
Now as we go into the final couple games of the season, the Stags have a chance to right the wrongs of Madrid and secure a place in the Champions League. Now 2 wins should secure it, but with the Hammers and Tottenham Hotspur in our way.
I know I'm coming. They know I'm coming. I know they gonna be there, and they know I'm gonna do the best job I can possibly do.
Come on, let's get it done today, boys. Let's snatch all 3 right at it. Game number 1 of 2 absolute stonkers then, boys. First up, it's the Hammers at the London Stadium. And it's massive, ain't it, boys? To get the Stags back into Europe without a few of our key players. A few rotations in the side. But the lads, the boys that are out there, we can get it done, can't we? We know we're about. These lot can grab us all 3. Come on, boys! Let's get in some nice and early. Kudos with Adams. Skip past him. Adams coming back into it. Oh. And we go then. Chance for us to break. Chance for us to break. And we've played it well. You can see Sarr. He's going to touch it. Strike one! Oh, what a save. Get up. Oh, Kelly, what have you done there? You just flopped into him. No one wants it there. Big winners then. Big winners, Kim. Well done. Into Cardoso. He's going to strike one! Oh, what a hit! What a hat, son! What a hat! It's the little Vuvuvala Brazilian. Cardoso. I didn't realise he had 84 long shots. God, no wonder he sunk that. Jesus Christ. Christ on a bike. Christ the Redeemer, more like. Because the little boy from Rio de Janeiro has stuck us 1-0 up in this game. Come on, boys. Just what we needed. Big start. Come on, let's get another couple then. Jack Grealish. Oh, no. Well, across. Oh, no. No. That's one of the best tackles I've ever seen in my life. And somehow, Jonathan David's come out the backside of it. That is piss-takery. Oh, I hate that. Let's see what happened. Christensen reads the danger. All 6'11" of him comes across. Oh, it's Ramirez. Just touches it before he gets across. Oh, and then he gets absolutely spun. That is a piss take. That is absolute piss take. Back to evens then, lads. I'm going to wake up in a cold sweat about him. Benrahma. Into Munoz. Oh my God, Jack Grealish has nicked him. Jack Grealish. You got Sarr up there with you. Touch that. Strike that. Get him, boys. That's just what we needed. Back on top. Sarr back to front early doors, but Jack Grealish has to get all of it. Nicked him like you nicked the pissed up geezer in the boozer. 12 o'clock. Ain't got a Scooby-Doo where his wallet is. And Munoz hasn't got a Scooby-Doo where the ball is. Back on top. Just where we like to be, boys. Gotta win that. Oh, danger. Get across to it, Ram. Don't let Jonathan David through again for... Oh! No! Oh! This is such a piss take. Every single time it's Jonathan David or Kudus flying through us. Like I've had that Lamrogan Josh from the shithole round the corner. Honestly, I'm going to be on the bog the whole day tomorrow. And I'm going to be waking up with a cold sweat thinking of Jonathan David and Kudus. Just seeing to our back line. Kellior-dunn. Into Cardoso. Got to be a foul in there, ref. Got to be a foul in there. He was the wrong side. And he ended up with the ball. How did that work? No! He was clean through. He's not going to give him a red. He's not going to give him a red. Don't even think about it. Oh my God, thank God for that. But I was clean through. I'm fuming about it. Oh, why have you done that, Jack? It's clean through then. Sar, on your bike. Touch it. It's out. It's done. Half time. 2-2. What the friggin' hell? Who put 50p in this game? And Becker. Can striker. He can! Oh, that's a big block. Jack Grealish, well up, mate. In it goes. Touch it down. Referee. He ain't played the ball. Win that. Oh, you little mug. You little shitty little mug. Becker's on the hunt. And he's won it. Can he? Can he? Yes, he can! Get him, Becks. Big skip for the day. And he's done it. He's got us back again. Now, lads, tighter than a duck's arsehole, please. Tight. Watertight, yeah? Come on, boys. Let's keep hold of this one now. Well done. Adams. No, you need to be fair about that. Don't like Benrahma in here because he can play that ball again. It's Jonathan David again. Why can't we pick him up? I don't get it. I really don't understand it. How is he just being found every single time? He's run off Christensen this time. Honestly, someone just pick him up. Just say, hold my hand up. Yeah, he's mine. I'm just going to stick him in Rosehead. Adam's dropping the shoulder. Come on then, can you find someone in the box? Can you find someone in the box? It was K Dizzle in there. Oh my God, what's going on there? What was going on there? We'll have it back then. Into him. KD. Drops the shoulder. Strikes one. Oh, flashes it. It's a good little bit of play. Get up, K Dizzle. Get back into position, son. An absolute mass exodus then. 5 changes. 5 coming on. Bobby, Pinamonte, Ruiz. And someone else. And we go then. Bobby. Keep ahead of him. And on Bob's. Fast stick. Fast stick! Oh, it's flashed it. Back in. Geldart. Oh, what was that, you little prat? Big switch. Gotta find him. Oh, no. What have we done? What have we done? What have we done? Not now. Not last minute. Not last minute. Keep it out. I'll have the draw then. I'll have the draw. No, I won't. I want the win. Oh! I don't think that's enough. We were ahead twice in that game. Pissed it away. On to Spurs then. Now with that draw sees us 2 points behind City, who've got Leeds, and level with United, who have got Palace. Can we make Europa? Could we sneak into Champo? Well, one person who we're going to have to do it without is La Capitana. For some reason, his stamina's just not going up. Borges is still out injured. So it's on these lot right here. Come on, lads. Let's get it done. Well, it comes down to this then, boys. We're at Field Mill against Nottingham Hotspur. And it's for everything. It's for a place in just any European spot next season. We need to better the results of Man United and Man City to have any chance. City have got Leeds. United have got Palace. Come on, boys. We just need to do our job, don't we? Let's get all 3 points here. Oh, my God. Eze has put Crystal Palace 1-0 up against United. As it stands, we're Europe bound. Geldart. Finish that. Finish that! Oh my God, Vicario. That would have been just what we needed. And we move. That's got to be a red. Referee, it's from behind. Are you mad? How on what earth is that a fair tackle? He's gone nowhere near the ball, ref. Little noodle head. There's Elise. Running away from Jack. Help him out, Chris. Well done. That ball. And he's gone. Don't mess with it. Don't mess with it. Geezer kicks it into Rosehead. Can you find him there? You can. And he's beating. Go on then, Adams. Go on then, drive. Drive, Ad. Drive, Ad! Who can we find in the middle? Geldart's in there. Jack Grealish! Fast stick! Loop it! Loop it! Loop it! Sending me freaking loopy. Win it back though. And we go then. That ball. It's beautiful. Adams. He's through. Outside of the boot! Get in, Adams! What a ball from Faye! Adams outside of the boot. And as it stands, boys, we could do this. We could frigging do this, you know. United still 1-0 down, I believe. Adams has put us one up. This could be frigging massive. Absolutely massive. Just like big boy's biceps. Gives us a little bit more freedom, boys. Well done. Just what we needed, boys. Just before half time. Come on, let's just hope. Let's just hope the others are doing us a job. And we want it, don't we? We want to be in Europe every single season. Geldart. Well done, Geldart again. Get up. Under control. What can you do? What can you do with it? Out to Ramirez. He's just going to pick an effort. Oh, Vicario, I thought he'd fumbled. Right, Peter Monte comes on. As well as, of course, we have to get him on. He has to finish the game on the pitch. It's big K Dizzle and Marcel Ruiz. Come on, lads. Let's keep this out. Let's see this out. Nice. K Dizzle wanted it. But now we find Ruiz who recycled. Was that even necessary? Now it's Kyun dropping the ball into Ramirez. Over the top. Becker. Strike it. Strike it! Oh my God, of course it is. It's the captain for the day. It's Becker. He scored 2 in 2. I don't think he scored 2 all season. But that one, oh my God. Where the freaking hell did that lino come from? It's an absolute ghost of Lino's past. But I tell you what, he'll be giving Vicario nightmares, will Becker. He watches it over his shoulder and absolutely spanks one in the top binzer. That's 2. This could be something very special, boys. We just need to know what's happening at the Man City game. Stay out, Christensen. Well done. Becker, what a cross. Okay, Dizzle. Picks it, turns, and he goes. He's got a bit of pace about him as well. As K Diz. Has he got a strike in him? He has got a strike in him! Oh, what a fairy tale ending to the season that would have been. Saber again. Where's the foul coming from? Sanchez coming forward. Faye deals with it. Gets it back though. Blocks. Oh, playing Pinball Wizard with it. Auto goal activated. Of course it is. Lads, we've got 4 minutes. Let's not throw this. Fucking computer giving Tottenham every opportunity to get that one into the back of the net. Let's just... Oh, I hate to be scummy. Let's just play it around. And spank it. And it goes. It's done, ref. It's over. It's over, referee. Blow the whistle, ref! Blow it! Blow me. Blow every single lad on that pitch. Because we've done our job. We've done what we needed to do. Leeds and Crystal Palace. Just please tell me you've done what you needed to do. Right. Let's check it. Let's check it. Can we see? Can't see it there. Can't see it there. Oh, right. I want 5th place. If not, I want Champo. I want Champions League football, lads. Come on. We've done it! The boys! Oh, let's go and have a look. What happened? What has happened here then? Ah, Leeds 2-1. Crystal Palace 2-1, which means the Stags top 4. And of course, Champions League. Right then, as we always do, let's have a look at the end of season statisticals. Jack Grealish. Absolute stupid numbers from him. Pinamonte tied on top spot with Jack. Adams coming in with 10 along with Ismail Assar. And also, look at Cardoso in his debut campaign. Moving on to our assist leaders then, of course, it's Jack Grealish top spot. Adams coming in with 7. And look at Cardoso again. I just can't talk enough about him. Now, before we end the episode like we do every single week, is I'll give you the option of who we should be bringing in next episode. And this time, I've gone with the youth of today. The regens that I've looked at. And I tell you what, pause on some of them, because some of their stats are absolutely filth. And also, of course, don't you worry, I've looked at some real players as well. Jesus Christ, this may be the best year I've ever seen. Now, just before I go, I'm having a little bit of a stress here. Ruiz, his stamina just won't go up. I've tried changing the focus. Lads, help me out. Now, with all that being said, geezers, you legends of the game, thanks for getting all the way to the end of this video. If you have made it, make sure that you drop a like. Make sure you subscribe if this is your first ever video. God, where you been? You've been living under a rock. And also remember, get down in the comment section and tell me exactly who you want to see bringing in next season for a chance to be featured in next week's episode. But that's it from me. I'll see you next week. It's much love and peace.